as far as Bangkok is concerned, that is where the ground zero is. It's just about 300 to 400 meters from here. This is the road where that tragedy occurred. This whole road has been cordoned off by the authorities in Bangkok, and you can see that medical workers are just, landing here, and they're trying to help the people with their rescue works. And as we've been reporting, that about 100 people are still trapped under that rubble of that 30-story under construction building. That was supposed to be a new building, new government building of Bangkok that sadly collapsed yesterday. Authorities have been saying, reporters and local people have been saying that it was not just the earthquake that was to blame for the collapse of the building. It could be also, shoddy manufacturing of the equipment used in that building, and also bad design that could be behind that collapse. You can see at the same time, people are going about their activities. Malls have opened, and schools, it's a weekend, so people are going about their activities, and a lot of tourists have come in. I just came from the airport. People from all over the world have come in, and UK, Uzbekistan, Russia, Sweden. People have been coming in from all across, because Thailand is a tourist hotspot. This incident, as far as the recent pictures are concerned, hasn't deterred tourists from coming in. I've seen a streamline of tourists coming in, and they talked about the tragedy that happened yesterday, but they have moved on and they are roaming around the city, and you can see the rescue work is going on. We'll bring you the latest. We'll just reach the spot where the ground zero is, just about 300 to 400 meters from here, where the ground zero is, where the rescue workers have been at their job for the last 24 hours, and they have been trying to hear all kinds of voices coming in from under the rubble, because when people are trapped inside the rubble, they try to make as much noise as possible. So they're trying to locate those voices, and they're using drones, they're using animals, sniffer dogs to locate people. So all of that is going on. At the same time, there have been at least 77 aftershocks since yesterday's earthquake in Myanmar. Twin earthquakes that struck that one of the poorest nations in Asia, that is not quite equipped to handle a disaster of this magnitude. But on the other hand, as far as Thailand is concerned, it seems to be getting back to its feet. But we'll bring you the latest of the tragedy that occurred just 300 to 400 meters from here when we get there.
Right, and Vishal, as far as government communication is concerned, we're hearing that there's a lot of criticism as far as early warning systems are concerned in Thailand, especially when it comes to earthquakes, and that we're learning that people are saying they were not informed ahead of time, like sophisticated earthquake warning or alert systems that we're seeing in other parts of the world.
Yeah, those are always quite contentious topics, because it's quite difficult to foresee these events, because Thailand is not really prone to these severe aftershocks and earthquakes. But authorities have come out and said that there could be more aftershocks in the next few weeks. In the next 4 to 5 days, there could be 1 or 2 more severe aftershocks in Myanmar. So that could affect the neighboring country of Thailand. Both the countries share a long border. Myanmar, on the other hand, has been rocked by a series of tragedies, civil war, a brutal regime that's killed so many people, a separatist group equally brutal that has been ruling the Rakhine state bordering Bangladesh, and in some areas also quite near to India. So Myanmar is quite rattled by this, but Thailand, on the other hand, it's just it all boils down to just what's happened at the end of this road, which is that 30-story building that collapsed yesterday when the earthquake rattled the whole city.
Right, Vishal, and as far as this 30-story building collapse is concerned, you were mentioning earlier as well that some substandard material was used for building it, perhaps, which could be another reason that it gave way during the earthquake. Now, in terms of investigation into that as well, what is the latest that you're learning from local officials?
So officials are so far mum on this. Many reports, many local people have been saying this. A few experts have also said as you mentioned, that the construction of the building itself is under question, and earthquake did abet that, because there was strong tremor here, and that resulted in the whole that whole building was shaking, and that resulted in the whole 30-story building being fallen. And you can see that in the distance, couple of tourists are coming in. So it's like a mixed bag here in Thailand. Just at the end of this road, as I've been mentioning, there's a tragedy that has occurred. About 100 people are still trapped there. But at the same time, you can see tourists moving around. There are tourists moving in from all directions. I will request my cameraman, and they've been trying to come here, and they're moving around. It's Saturday here, and the malls are open. We are right outside one mall, and it's an open place right now. So we'll try and speak with them if we can. We can find someone and speak with them. But so far, the situation here on the ground seems pretty normal. But when we get to the main spot, that will give us the exact picture, and we'll try and speak with people as soon as possible, and we'll get you the latest.
Right, Vishal, and you had mentioned that there was just a team that we saw earlier as well that had just come in to assist in rescue operations. So as far as the number of deployment or officials that are there on ground, if you could take us to the latest as far as rescue operations are concerned. You did also mention that the rest of Thailand seems to have returned to normal.
Yeah, as I've been mentioning, the ground zero is that 30-story building, and dozens of rescue workers have been at it for the last 24 hours, and people from other countries also reportedly have joined in to help in the rescue efforts. The latest technology is being used. Drone technology is being used to locate the people there. Sniffer dogs have been used to locate the people. So far, there have been no reports of people being pulled out of the rubble. But there have been at least 8 bodies that have been pulled out, and at least 50 to 70 people have been injured. So that is a boiling situation right now. What happens to that remains to be seen. So as soon as we get the latest, we'll give you that.